Humanitarian Law, IHL. Anybody here is a law student? I feel sorry for you. Anybody took an IHL class? Alright. IHL is a set of rules intended to govern this phenomenon we call war. And some people say IHL have different purposes. Some people say that the purpose of IHL is to humanize war, make it less horrible. Other people who are cynical would say that the purpose is to make sure that powerful actors would stay in power. Others say that the purpose of the laws of war is to get peace as soon as possible. Sounds pretty convincing, right? Sounds very nice, very academic. Well, I'm here to tell you that life is much more greater, and things are not as black and white as we see. I know you got a presentation about me, but I don't know what was mentioned, so I'm just going to say very briefly. My name is Gadi Ezra. I'm the legal counsel for the Foreign Ministry of Israel, and I'm in charge of the IHL desk in the Foreign Ministry. I graduated from Tel Aviv University, both my first and second law and public law, and then went on to specialize in international law at NYU School of Law. Some of my best friends from NYU studied in this very school. So I'm very excited to be where they study. Simultaneously, I hold a very unique perspective. I also served as a special forces combatant in the Israeli Defense Forces. I served in the paratrooper special forces, which means that today, when I deal with the laws of war as a lawyer, abogado, I also have the perspective of how it looks from the other side. How it looks when you're the one holding the rifle, not just the one holding the book and saying sentences like, we should do that, that's proportionate. We should do that because of the balances, stuff that lawyers love to tell ourselves. And today's lecture is all about sharing with you some of my experiences as a Special Forces combatant, and together we're going to analyze some real scenarios that I faced in Gaza. We're going to talk about it. And the purpose is to show you that life is much more complex as they seem on the books. But in order for us to talk about Gaza, we have to go back to the end of 2008. We're talking about the first Gaza war. I finished my 3 years as a mandatory soldier. I was trained in counterterrorism, camouflage, navigation. Went through a lot of times of, anybody here know what Krav Maga is? Israeli martial arts. So a lot of... Oh, it is. Okay, so I cannot hear the word Krav Maga. That brings me back nightmares. I know a lot of people do it in the city life, but as someone who went through it in the military, I don't understand why people pay to do it. But whatever.